Now that you have your notes on graphing linear equations, let's go ahead and start practicing with the slope-intercept form. In this first topic, you will have to find the slope and the y-intercept. This topic is relatively easy, so once you understand how to start answering these questions after I go through a few examples, you can go ahead and stop the video as they do not get any more difficult other than the numbers becoming bigger or having more negative signs here and there. So here we go. First problem. Let's find the y-intercept of the following equation. Simplify your answer. So if possible, simplify. The y-intercept, remember, is the constant. In this case, the number that is not with the x. So here we have a plus 9. We treat that as a positive 9. Find the y-intercept of the following equation. Again, the constant in this case, plus 8 over 3 or 8/3. You type that as 8/3. Enter or click submit. Find the y-intercept of the following equation. Again, the y-intercept is the constant, positive 5, because that's a plus 5. Find the y-intercept of the following equation. Again, the constant, that's positive 6. Find the y-intercept again. Again, this is the constant. In this case, it's a fraction, so we have 8/5. Find the y-intercept again, 9/7. Now let's find the slope. So the slope, remember, is the number that comes right before the x, so the coefficient of x. In this case, that is a -9. The y-intercept, find the y-intercept again. This is the constant, 1. Let's find the y-intercept. Again, this is the constant, which is 6. Find the y-intercept. That's the constant. Again, that's your b value, 3. Find the slope of the line. In this case, the number that comes right before the x, which is -6/5. The y-intercept, okay, now we have a minus. Because we have a minus here, make sure that you type that minus as a -29. So the y-intercept is a negative because of this minus sign again. Again, the problems don't get too much trickier than this. The only thing to look out for is you may get a problem where there is no number right before the x. That means there is no coefficient visible. The slope in that case would be a 1. If there's ever an x by itself, just y equals x, the number right before x is a 1. That would be the slope. If you are missing the y-intercept, so if there's no number after the x, keep in mind that that does imply that the y-intercept is 0 because nothing is being added on. Okay, that should be enough to get you through this topic.